It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game.
Oh, what's up, motherfuckers? You got me here for a couple minutes till my wife comes in here and kicks my ass. Dev Nation live season 28. Playoffs are live here, people. Welcome to the show. Like I say, this is our wild card round. This is the first of the NFC games.
They'll begin the drive with a jive.
We got the 4 versus this.
It's a 6-yard
What is this,
gain
4
on the
versus
ground, and
5?
they'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah, there's a minimum chair of 10K because the plug-in here is off on its time by about 5 hours. So it'll actually, your cheer tonight will go into the April pool. So I make a limit of a 10K cheer, hoping that nobody fucking cheers. That's the only way I know how to shut bits down. So they're closed tonight. Again, it's the last day of the month, so that's the explanation there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there is that sort of the evolution.
Yeah, kind of confusing, but it's the only way I know how to keep the bits in line, synced up. Okay, Philly, Arizona here. I have Philly as a favorite. I've had them as a favorite in a couple games here recently. They're on a 6-game win streak to come into this game. The skinny on Arizona is that they beat Seattle at some point. Other than that, whatever. They definitely pack a lot of firepower, but Philly beat them in week 14, so this is kind of a rematch of their game. Philly coming out, throwing the ball. They look okay to start. We'll see. Arizona gets a ton of sacks, and again, high-powered. Let's see if Philly defense can slow these guys down. The playoffs are they can make you a little nervous, and Philly, we do see them do some stupid shit occasionally, so we'll have to keep our eye on that throughout the night. Welcome to the show. Doctor Ice Punch here. I'm the New England owner here in Dev Nation calling the game. I'm going to be sitting in the booth here for a few minutes until my wife comes and punches me in the dick. Let's go. 3rd and 10 here, big down. Philly out of, close backs. They got nobody open here. There's 3 dudes on the dude on the out. And you got to take the check down there to the halfback. This is intercepted. Oh, my God. They're going to catch a huge break here. There's a flag, and I think this is going to come back. Wait a minute.
So let's see what this is about. So that one will be accepted.
So Philly just gets themselves. Whoa, wow. They just catch a big break there early.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out
wow.
on 1st and 10.
Huge break there. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, that's not a good throw. Could be some playoff nerves there. And they're going to catch a good break. You know what? And sometimes that's all you need. There's a little break to settle yourself down a bit. We'll see. Haven't watched Arizona play. I know they run some shit. I know they throw it deep a lot. If they're connecting on the deep ball, that'll give Philly some problems. However, Philly seems to have a pretty good... They have a blitz they use. It gives people problems. Arizona out of a pretty wide receiver stat gun play. And they're going to run it, get to the outside, and Philly's going to make a good defensive tackle there. Going to no huddle here, 3rd and 10, 4:50 to go in the first. We're already kind of plotting along. These games, man, you prepare for them, you get ready, and these playoff games, they go fast. It's unbelievable how fast the game goes. This is going to be a dot.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside.
And he's going to no huddle again.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Going to keep the pressure down. And it's going to be another draw. Or zone, whatever. 3 carries, 3 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team.
Holy shit, I am thirsty.
Tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
Unexplainable how heavy this class is.
As we just saw there, that's a big day.
Those of you just tuning in who missed the game earlier, we had a crazy game. Buffalo versus Miami. Buffalo goes for 2 on the last play of the game. Can't get it. Miami gets a victory. 10 interceptions between the two teams in a snow-filled shit show. It's definitely one for the ages. Here's a huge run up the middle. And he goes down all the way to the 1-yard line. Nobody for Philly even comes up to check this guy. And Arizona is going to try to score here early. 1st and goal. Out of kind of the ace formation, but set to the left. And they're just going to go... Oh, boy, I thought he was in the end zone. He gets stopped.
As we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another shot from the
2nd and goal. This is goal line formation from Arizona. Philly kind of in a weird spread look. And they're going to go down to the 1. Can't get it in again. Looked like he had a pretty big hole there. And this doesn't quite make it. Now 3rd and goal here. Big down. Big down for Philly. See if they can keep Arizona out on the 3rd play in a row. 2:50 to go in the first here. Clock ticking away. Goal line set again. And Arizona is going to call a timeout.
I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Gonna sneak it here, maybe? I would. I mean, he sneak is easy, no problem. A touchdown, and he's not gonna get in. Rosen with the rush. And now 4th and goal from the 1-yard line again.
So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run?
And they're gonna take the points here, maybe. We'll see if they don't fake it or do something weird.
And now out is the Cardinal.
You can see the wind blowing out there. What's the wind like? No meter, we don't see it. And he's just going to drill this one, take the 3 points on the pick, which was a pick six that got called back. Where's the clip here? I think I got this.
But the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for.
Here's the clip from earlier. If you missed it in chat, maybe it's not going to pace this.
But at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
There's the fucking clip. Check that. Pick six. That's not a pick six out.
In enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Okay, Philly coming back out on offense. Their second trip. See if they can keep it clean this time. Arizona at one point was playing fairly high caliber football, lost their mojo, been a little lost, but let's see if, like I say, maybe they turn in a good performance here, get back to playing to the way they're capable of. Like I said, I got Philly in this game. Just they've been playing hot. And there's a miss, a duff, and there's some Madden for you. It's a good carry for 17.
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, you know Arizona's going to come with some weird blitzes. I don't know if you guys study some of this shit, but they're going to come with some weird blitzes. If Philly is able to keep some blockers in, pick up some blitzes, they could potentially pick up some big gains through the air, but you got to keep your blockers in. So I don't know if Philly's quite to that level in Madden yet where they know how to keep tight ends and halfbacks in the block and get them on the right side of the field. We'll see. We're going to see pinch dog. We're going to see cover 3. We're going to see some weird cover 4. We're going to see some spies. Arizona's no stranger to Madden and its quirks, so look out. Another toss. Taking it up the middle. Good blocking. And this looks like it's going to be a first down. It is. Spot on the ball here. Again, I'm Dr. Ice Punch here in the booth covering Dev Nation. This is our Season 28 playoffs. Do I have a fucking thing for that? I gotta put up some type of banner.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack.
Huge run up the middle here.
That's the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears
Philly here out of the
all day long.
split backs. He's got X wide open and just doesn't throw it for whatever reason. And he's going to toss it out to A. Had A or X wide open there. He's blown by that coverage. No problem there.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Philly 3rd and 6. Oh, Christ. Good play here. He does the right audible, and he's going to be looking to the right side of the field. He's got the flat open. He's going to try for X, and he's going to end up running this with the quarterback. It's going to be a 1st down here. It's a good pickup. Wentz rolls away from his go-to. Interesting.
He's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And they'll go on the ground.
Another big carry here on the ground. Down to the 6. Yo, if you can punch this in here, it would be huge. Be absolutely huge.
How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Okay, gonna keep running, keep moving. They're down to the 4. Second and goal here.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of
Gonna try to get to the outside. Gonna bring a tackle, but no. 5:54 to go here in the second. Eagles 10 rushes already at least. Primarily moving the ball on the ground.
Almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Okay, gonna throw it. He's got B, middle of the field. He's got the deep post. He's gonna come down with a touchdown. That's a good one. The mesh there, listen, if you don't have either of the drags, you go to the third read, which is the curl there in the middle of the field, and then that deep in there. Most people can lurk that, but Arizona fucking that up. That's kind of a rookie mistake there.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Arizona going on the ground now. They're moving it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 30.
They're going to come back with this no huddle. We've seen a little bit of this early. Going to keep Philly on the move. Haven't seen anything deep from Arizona yet. We know they like to toss it deep, and he's going to finally go here one-on-one, and it's intercepted. There it is. I told you we'd see it, and we did. Glad to see Nightbox is back with us. He's been checked out for a little while. God knows what he's up to.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
82, 40.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Philly now going deep. Got a man. It's a huge completion here.
It's a big play there for the Eagles.
Oh.
43 yards.
Wow. Where did that come from?
Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here come the Eagles on the toss after the... And look, oh, it's a big... Oh, jukes and spins. Touchdown. Philly. I'll tell you what, man. You take away that pick to start this game, and Philadelphia is looking like Philadelphia. For the record, I picked this team. 6 wins in a row coming to the playoffs. They look pretty good. Hitting them with the bombs, hitting them with the runs. Now let's see if this defense can hold up here. Ooh, hoo, hoo.
And they will not get a chance to return.
That was something.
Oh.
Arizona fans, cover your fucking eyes. Yikes. That was nasty. Okay. Arizona gonna stick to the ground here, and they're gonna. It's a good play to settle things down.
15 yards is the pick up there.
Well, we'll see how this no huddle works out. It's been
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills?
And moving it, but
so many different ways.
another run. You guys get tired, though. We'll have to see. 2 picks already, 1 apiece for each squad. Phillies, like I say, made the most of their turnovers, and they held Arizona on the goal line there, so. Play action now. Going deep again. Gonna challenge. And here's a swat.
Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. It's Rosen.
More play action. He's got... Oh, this is a sick interception here.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Look at this. This looked like a fucking one-handed. What in God's name was that? Dude was totally covered. And Philly here on the march. Arizona now all up on the line. Look at the receiver to the left. Put him on the streak and throw it to Davis right now. Let's see if he's going to call it go, and he doesn't even notice. What is over there?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive.
Phillies had grabbed a couple ints, and they've moved it well on the ground. They did throw a pick 6 that got called back, so Arizona could very well have 7 right now, but they only got 3. Philly had a nice goal line stand. But again, we've seen 3 picks so far. 2 from Arizona, 1 from Philly. Here we go. Yo, Sean's won 6 in a row. I told you, I got him picked. He got A wide open, no problem here. Easy. Philadelphia is favored in the game. For those of you playing the at-home game.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was.
We got our buddy Cheeseburger following. Welcome to the show, Dev Nation Live. This is a fucking playoffs here. The wild card round. We got Philly. We got Arizona. These 2 teams played week 14. And we do have a bet. Somebody is locked in half and half. Has 400 bits on Philly. They're getting, well, they're giving 2.5 points.
He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play.
They're up big now.
Before it turns into something big.
They are up big right this second. Let's see. 3 points here is huge. As long as they don't turn it over, this would be a big drive. And here's going to be a little handoff. Target to the outside, and it'll be a big tackle by Arizona. Huge hit.
Losing yardage to the 14.
Bringing up 3rd and 11. Again, you got to use this your playoff smarts here. You got to know the time, the down, the distance. It sounds easy, but again, these games go by quick when you're when the controller is in your hands. Fucking sweating, trying to keep track of all this bullshit. Let's see. Gonna just take the easy drag here, nice and safe. And it is going to bring up a 4th and 5. Minute 57 to go. Arizona's got 2 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back. They're going to see if they can score here or something. But they can't afford another turnover, so heads up. Arizona been running a lot of no huddle. It's been working until the picks. So we'll see here.
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Looks like our bits may have reset now, so
How's the head coach
Can't risk it, though. Last one, yeah, just got 3.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys. You had your fun? All right, throw it out the window.
Arizona taking a little check down here. Minute 48 to go.
Just fine.
I guess it's time now.
Rosen's 2 for 5, 35 yards and 2 picks.
On the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Here we go. Rosen on play action, looking for a big bomb. Play breaking down. There's a couple people open, but he's going to get a little pickup here. And we'll see if, well, all else fails, Arizona's just going to go play football. Fuck all the X's and O's. They just want a ball. Probably the best way they can play was without overthinking the game. Here we go. Rosen getting out of the pocket. Ooh, guy sheds a block. Can't get the pass off. He's running a lot of halfback coming out of the backfield. You got to be careful here when you're not blocking a halfback and or a tight end because you don't have a lot of time. And I think Philly has a pretty good line, and they run some blitzes to get in pretty quickly. So, again, they beat this team week 14. I don't know if it's such a good matchup for Arizona. Throwing it down in traffic, and this is batted away. Looks like it's the same play 2 plays in a row. That's either a good sign or a bad sign if you're on offense, because if it's working, well, you're good. If it's not working, well, you're pretty much fucked because you're running the same shit and it ain't working. That sounds pretty fucking stupid. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Arizona's not been good here. Kind of got to stick with that ground game a little bit. Got to keep this ball moving. More play action. Why? I don't know. Oh, he's got the guy wide open, though. And he misses the throw. Summary of Arizona's life right now. Just can't quite get it done with this equipment.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
I'm done.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he
I'm getting totally yoked out of the booth here. My wife is killing me, and
I'm a great wife, just for the record. I am a great wife.
we were out last night with my buddies, so
And we went to his grandparents' house today.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
I really want to call the Carolina game.
And we had sex, so...
Oh my God. Oh. With that being said, I don't really have much leverage at this point. So, gonna have to get out for a little while. Somebody else call this fucking game. It's a good one. Omar, I'm gonna try to get on for your game. It ain't looking good right now, though. Maybe second half. Although, go me, though. Go me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Good luck, kids. I'm going to be on chat, though. I'm going to be on chat. Or text chat. I'm going to be on text chat. I can't text it. Text it!
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Gun!
From the gun, it's Lynch. He finds Corey Davis, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again on second and 10, it's Lynch. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Rosen. They'll roll. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play fake. Here's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Rosen to throw on third down. Dumps it off for Geist. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Watkins, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Ajayi. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, up and over. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
4 down. Alert. Go. 280.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And they'll run it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. He hurdles in.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit.
On second down, here's Rosen. He's going to look deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're
Discover how you can make a difference in your community and country, serving part-time in the Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/community.
Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, he had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, that's McBride, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Newton eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
20. Set. 180.
Now Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with the coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Slow.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Under.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Royce Freeman, 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's long. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Royce Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Do some.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Set. Ready? Gun.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. This is Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll go on the ground. And a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Newton on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Set. 180. Gun. 20. Gun. 58, boy, 58.
Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. picked off by Reggie Ragland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slow.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He's going to let this one go deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's long. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he stopped immediately there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Right over there. Yeah,
They'll try the air now with Newton. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, Taylor swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
To throw on 3rd down, Taylor. He can run for it, and he will. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go play action with Taylor. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Now Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to sneak with Taylor. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You're gonna set. Do some. Gun.
Newton on 1st down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, you got 3 down. Gun. Set. 180. Right there.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. You're gonna set. 180. Gun. Check. 3 down.
On second down, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Slow.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Taylor on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ready? Great.
To throw on 2nd down, Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Set, 180.
On 3rd down, Newton. And now here's another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side by Funchess. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Newton. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on 1st down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Newton. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Their season, it comes to an end here in the wild card round.
And their goal was to win a divisional round game and get to the conference championship, but they weren't able to get that done. But I don't think it's all negative here. I think it's still a very good season. Didn't quite get there. I bet you we'll see a few of these players in street clothes at the conference title game, soaking it up and vowing to get there themselves next season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate, yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best stuff from jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko.
Bye.